Good morning, yoga time. We will call this easy Sunday morning flow. So we're going to start on our toes with a kneel down. And I'll show you side view. It's just kind of curl your toes and just have a seat right, just like that. If that's uncomfortable, feel free to go ahead and sit on your bottom. We're just going to stretch the upper body and then prepare for our mostly down today floats. So easy Sunday morning, rainy day flow. So let's kind of just roll the shoulders right now. Thinking and being aware of your breath. Take your time. Go at your pace. You can always stop the video and take longer to breathe or take longer for stretches. Let's roll back to the front this time. Be intentional on that in through the nose, out through the nose breath. And good. So side view, you're just going to interlace your hands back there. Just open your heart. And then to the front. Just kind of sweep it to the front. And then we're just going to take one arm over. And then the other arm over, shake it off. And go right into our palms. Going to keep your toes curled. And if you can see, I'm popping up my knees. So we're going to hang right here and get the core going. Breathing in the nose, out of the nose again. If this is too difficult, always just lower those knees. Now let's go for an easy down facing dog. Nothing too strenuous here. Keep your knees bent. It's kind of no perfect form here. Just lifting those hips. Starting to stretch and engage in some heat for our muscles. And now one more time, just lower to the knees and sinking back into our first child's pose. Taking the hands with us, resting our head down. Still breathing in the nose, out of the nose. Let's open the knees a little bit and lengthen out. Think about really lengthening out from the pelvis, the tailbone. Spider walk your fingers up there. Feel that long stretch. And rising up for cat and cow. You'll have to bring your knees back in a little bit, right underneath the hips. Let's flow here 3 times, rounding. Exhaling the breath and cat pose. And then releasing the pelvis, let the belly sway. Lifting the chin and tail. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And one more. One breath, one movement. Your body will start feeling that rhythm. And give me that cat pose one more time. Really exhale all the breath. Neutral spine. This time we go lateral. Left ribs push away as your right shoulder kind of comes towards your right hip. Same flow for the spine, just a different direction. And come back center. Let's flow again. Exhale. Stretch the ribs to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Last time, each way. This also feels good right there in that hip area. And go. While you're in tabletop, if ever you have wrist issues, you can always go to your fist. Now we're going right into spinal balance. Right arm, left leg. Reach and extend. I want you to feel the extension. Both hips are gazing down at the mat. Try not to open up here. And now lengthen. Shoulders are gazing at the mat also. Reach. A big flexion in the back of the foot always feels good. Big stretch. Other side. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Breathe here. That first stretch needs to be exaggerated. Now go for that stretch. Table. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Feel the flow. Exhale, table. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, table. 1 more time. Each way. And good, back to tabletop. Let's go ahead and curl those toes again. Lift up for grizzly. I know that's not called grizzly, and I can never remember what it's called. And rise up, down facing dog. Now you're starting to feel a little more stretched out, but don't beat yourself up if you're not there yet. Thinking about pushing up out of the shoulders, sinking the chest towards the thighs, and pedaling one heel high, the other heel high. High releve for both heels high. Draw that body to a plank. Let's go for 5 breaths here. Hips are low. Try not to get the hips too high. Lower the hips, but squeeze those thighs together. It actually helps your plank. And you also want to visualize pushing the floor away from you. In the nose, out of the nose is your breath. And now, knees down, thighs down, chest down. 3 baby cobras. Tuck those wings. Lift the heart, squeeze the blades. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now, when you do this, think about rolling those thighs towards each other. It gives a nice, strong base of your lower body. Cobra, exhale down. While we're down here, we're just going to stretch our front quadriceps. So take your right arm underneath your fist and reach back for that left heel or the left foot or the left pant leg. And just ease into the front of the leg stretch. You should feel that. So go at your deep stretch there or your easy stretch. That's up to you today. Now, while you're here, push the foot into the hand. If you can reach your foot or ankle, just feel that. All of a sudden, your thigh rises a little above the mat. It's just starting to contract that muscle. Other hand, left elbow, left foot, fist, under chin. Oh, I'm tighter in this leg. Feel the stretch first. Don't kick the foot yet. Feel the stretch, breathe through the stretch. And now if you want to, try to kick the foot. Feel that engagement of that quadricep. And awesome, release it, shake it out. Okay, we're going cobra to up dog. Toes down, thighs roll towards each other. Hands are outside the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift the heart. Now, upper body push up. I'm gonna take a nice hip flexor stretch there before you curl the toes and down facing dog. Start to perfect your down dog, pushing out of the shoulders, chest towards the thighs. Knees are probably still softly bent. And then before we go through the whole flow, let's go through half series. High releve, pull to plank. Chaturanga down, elbows back, chest foot lowers, sweep up cobra, up dog, curl the toes, snap it back, down facing dog. 1 breath, 1 movement. Twice more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, snap it back. Inhale, rise to plank. Chaturanga down. Scoop up cobra. Up dog. Curl the toes, snap back, down dog. And let's take about 3 long breaths here. Go ahead and lower into the knees. Sinking back, child's pose. Now, while we're in child's, we stretch the chest a little when we were on our knees and toes. We're going to do the same thing here. It's called chest expansion in child's pose. Interlace at the tailbone and maybe pulse a few times or take it up and pulse it at the top. Getting that blood flow to the shoulders, opening the chest. And one more. And good. Rising up on our toes, hopping our knees up, going for a little squat here. Starting to raise the blood up, starting to raise the head up. Starting to flatten the feet. I struggle with that. Find balance. And find mind and body connection through your breath. Ready? We're going to our first forward fold. It might not be pretty. Don't worry about it. It might just be a rag doll, whatever you need there. Just shake it out. Ready? We're going to slowly roll up our bodies, walk up our bodies, whatever you wanted there. Now start to tuck in the front of your body as you support your back body for your opening up your first back bend, standing back bend, gentle back bend, easy going back bend. And good. Squeeze the waist so the hands got to come front. Lengthen the spine, soft bend the knees, and fold. And one more time, we're going to do that. We're going to roll up slowly. Hands, hands. Looks like I'm off of the film or the frame, but you got the idea. Thumbs back, open the heart, exhale the breath. One more time, take the hands to the front, pull the belly in, lengthen the spine, soft bend the knees, deeper fold. So forearms touch the back of the calves if you can, hands go to the heels, head goes in between the knees, 5 breaths. And one more. Monkey pose lengthening, which is straight legs, straight spine, pulling that chest out, soft bend the knees if you need to. Big breath, we're going right into our plank. So soft bend the knees, walk yourself out. Chaturanga, knees down is your option, elbows back, sweep up chest, up dog, curl the toes down dog. Right leg rises. Bend the knee a little bit, pump that knee, heel to glute. Now we're going to bring the knee to the chest and just hold in that single leg plank. And then go into a modified pigeon. Just going to drop the shin where it wants to drop and wiggle that straight leg all the way back as you can get it. You'll feel that hip flexor stretch and make sure that hip flexor is gazing down. So with a straight spine, see if you can extend your spine out. And focus the breath on that right hip if you went with the right leg first. If you can reach out, reach out. I don't do very well there. You can also place a block somewhere on your forehead. Two more breaths. Start to rise as you relax the heel towards the groin. Ready? Hands are spread like starfish. Curl that back toe. You want to first lift your hips and then extend the leg through. And then down dog. Half series, high releve, pull the plank. Chaturanga. Cobra, squeeze the blades, then just use your strength, push it up. Curl the toes, snap it back. Left leg rises. Circling the ankle a little bit, bending and pump. See what you can see. Knee to chest, lower down, hold. And then place the shin where you like to place the shin. As you slide that right leg back, feel that stretch coming from the hip flexor, then lengthen over. You want a straight spine, lengthening over. Excellent. Palms are flat. Heel relaxes towards the groin. Curl the toes. Lift the hips. Extend the leg. Both legs down. Down dog. Feet hip width apart. Lifting up out of the shoulders. Lifting that tailbone as high as possible. And good. High releve. Draw that body to a plank, but I want you to hold your plank and walk your feet together. You're going to drop your right, well, let's stay there. Tight legs. Right hand. Try not to go to modified first. Belly hanging up. Feet can be stacked or one in front of the other, or this bottom leg can be bent. We'll get there though, if you can hang there. And good. Now everyone place that knee down. And all I want you to do is kick off like a cartwheel and then stretch down the straight leg. And then you're lifting or you're stretching the opposing side. Gate pose. I always love to do this in almost every practice. And good. Just gonna bring our knees together and then head to the other side. Left hand down, find long legs, arms extended, breathe. Pushing up out of that base shoulder, tight body, in control. Ready? Gate pose. That just brings that left knee down and push off and slide down. Oh. Okay, I'm feeling that. Now come to center with both knees flat. Check in if you need to, back where we started in the beginning, or a child's pose. We're gonna jump to straddle, and then that'll be it for up, and then we'll come back down to the bottom. So hands can be anywhere. You can grab your block here, either jump to straddle or just get yourself there. Now just gonna hold on to the waistline here. I'm not gonna hang out. Hold on to your waistline there and lengthen through that spine. So side view would look like this. A straight spine, so try not to round it. Don't worry about that yet. Lengthening the spine, soft bend the knees, reach the arms by the ear, reach. And then right into chest expansion. Interlace, chest expansion over. You'll probably still softly bend in the knees. Try not to hyperextend. Just enjoy the stretch. And if you can't interlace or you put lotion on, you just open your arms, eagle arms. Breathe, this should feel good. And good. To come out of it, bend your knees softly, fingertips to the tailbone and palms to the floor. Straddle with a twist, right hand or left, it doesn't matter. I'm going with my left. Right down there at 6 o'clock, you're going to open your arm, if you can, to 12 o'clock. If you need to bend the knee that the hand is on the floor. Couple more breaths. And good. Back to wide straddle, which is palms down. I should say wide monkey. This is wide straddle. Wide monkey. Right hand pushes into the earth. Left goes up to 12 o'clock. See what you got. If it's only 11 o'clock, no big deal. And good. That palm comes down. We shake it out. We hop back together. We bend our knees back into that squat. Now this is a squat that will lead you into crow. So if you're more advanced, go for crow. It's a great core. You just got to really get down in there. I'll do that in a more advanced one. But right now, see, I can't get my heels down. If you can get your heels down, that's what you wanted to do. Press the thighs open with your elbows. And you want a straight up spine if possible. This is also good for digestion or digestive issues. Hips, obviously. All right, now we're just going to the floor. I'll come forward. Wipe your brow, grab your water. Reaching up, flexing the toes, 90 degrees is the body. Now you want to be always hinged from the hip, not fold. It's too much action going on. When I think about the pelvis, I don't think you can see my pelvis rotating, but it rotates and it comes from that lower back as you lengthen the spine over, flexing, if you like to point, but try not to round it. I don't want to round. I need a better background. I apologize. Reach, 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 reach until you can't reach anyone and just place your hands down. But keep that straight spine. If you can see my spine, it's really straight. 5 deep breaths. Exhaling, trying to get a little closer. Two more breaths. And 1. And good. Let's walk our hands up our thighs, right into boat pose. Knees can be bent, legs can be extended. You just want to lift that chest up. Hold on if you need to, or release. 5 breaths. Tabletop, you're just going to open the feet. Feet go flat, hip width apart, palms go flat. Underneath the shoulders, lift the hips like a table. And good. Now see if you can shift your weight to the right side. If not, sit your butt down. Shift your weight to the right side and extend the left leg. Then we're going to bend the knee and cross the leg over the right knee, and then you have a seat. And then you lift your chest. This is seated pigeon pose. Lifting that chest, getting it close to the thigh, to the shin, and you feel it in the left hip, the leg that's crossed over. Breathe through it. If you have no stress in your life, you will not feel this pose. If you carry a lot of stress, women carry a lot of stress in their hips. So some of us are feeling this. One more breath. Give me about 5 to 10 breaths when you do this. This is excellent to do after a long run. If you're a runner, And good. Just going to kind of bend the knees to come out of it. Release. We're going to do the same thing. Tabletop, crossover, and do the other leg, obviously. Ready? Power into the feet, lift the hips, squeeze the buttocks, let the head rest back. This should feel good also in your biceps and shoulder. Maybe you had a workout yesterday with your upper body. Okay, so you're going to shift your weight to the left side body as the right leg extends. You got to squeeze that left butt cheek a little harder, that hamstring as you cross over. And now walk your buttocks close to your heel. You can release it also and open the hip if you want to, but I think if you walk closer, you're going to feel it. If not, walk out, you'll feel it eventually. My feet are clean. With the chest, I'm sinking, lift. This one's getting me. You just kind of rock into it, whatever feels good for you. Definitely breathe into it. Now this one, we're going to come out just a little different. We're not going back to tabletop. So have a seat, come to the elbows, and release the leg. Going to go long with the right leg and go long with the left. Just go long and go left. Go right, go left. So you're supporting yourself on your forearms. Now we're going to slowly, this is option one. And then option two, you're going to come off and keep that scoop in the belly. Hands behind the head if you want to cradle it. And add the twist if you want. Oblique twist, pulse, pulse, and twist, twist, and pulse, pulse, and pulse, pulse, and pulse, pulse, and pulse, pulse, and switch, and switch. 8 more. Go 7, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Knees to chest, let the head rest back. Rock a little right, rock a little left. Extending the legs up. Let's take the right leg towards our chest. Easy stretch. Easy Sunday morning stretch. And as you can notice, my left leg's not dropping down. Soft bend in the right knee if you're having a tight issue this morning. Both legs up. Left comes towards the chest. Right leg lowers. No big deal if it doesn't touch. This kind of shows that I've got a tight hip flexor. It's okay. Gently breathe into that left leg coming towards the face. Switch. Now I'm going to scoop up. You can stay down. Switch. Just going to give it like a double pulse, a little plotty pulse. Switch, pulse, pulse, and switch, pulse, pulse. You want to think about the navel going to the spine, to the lower back. Switch, switch, switch. Cradle the head if it feels tensiony back there. Is that a word, tensiony? Give me 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Good, knees to chest, let the head rest back. Rock and roll right to left. Placing the feet down as close as you can. See if you can hold those ankles. I know it's easy breezy Sunday morning, so you might not be able to this close together. Lifting the hips, bridge pose. Squeeze your cheeks, lift up a little higher. Releve maybe, which is high heels, kind of gets into the calves there. You've got your hams, you've got your glutes, and you've got your core just nice and relaxed. Open your chin so you can breathe there. Now we're going for the shoulder stretch. I'm going to drop my heels as I interlace my feet, interlace my fingers again. We've done a lot of chest expansion, should be a great workout for your upper body. Interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders under. Now poof the ribs up, the hips up. Relax your face. Lift a little higher, 2 more breaths. Good, 1 more. Unwind, unlace, sliding the hands down the back of the knees. Give me a little tucked ball. Good, and opening up happy baby, which is the knees are coming towards the armpit. They're not gonna touch. I don't think you're that flexible. Reaching for the big toes or the outer foot, and then you just kind of press down. You'll be in that bent knee position. Wide straddle is an option, but go with really straight legs and then place your hands where they need to. This time you're allowed to press through the back of the knee, but obviously never overextend, which is called hyperextension. And good, just bringing it all back together. Maybe give your wrist a little action, a little ankle action. We're gonna bring our knees to a bent position. Our feet are flat. Pick your shoulders up to elongate the spine. Now moving into our belly twist, relaxation. This is where you can take longer time, longer breaths, more time. So if you wanna just pause the video, you can. I will go with 5 breaths. First, we're gonna pick our hips up, a little shift to the right as both knees go to the left, and reach and extend that right arm, gazing towards the right if you're feeling it. Left hand can go on that top knee, or it can go straight out, capital T. And a full belly twist. You can take that foot to that left hand and turn your face to the opposite way. Releasing the toe from the hand, back to knees, ankles to ankles. Knees go back to the top. A little shift of the hips to the left, knees to the right. Oh, there's always one side tighter. Face to the left. Top leg can come up and into the right hand. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, that feels good. Breathe, 5, 10, 20 breaths, whatever you need here. Knees come back together. Ankles come back together. Spine kind of lines up again, hips to shoulders. We're just going to open up in a diamond, Next time, like turn your own music on. I got in trouble with some music, copyright. Palms open, sliding down by the hips. Maybe you could put a meditation tape on right now. But let's take about 5 minutes just to relax. I'm gonna go, okay, I'm not gonna go 5 minutes. I don't think my video will last that longer. I'm gonna take 2 minutes and then come up and finish with namaste. You can feel free to turn the camera off or turn your Zoom off. Let's bring our knees together, our palms on one side, pushing off. Just kind of bringing ourselves back to center, back to balance, back to breath. Dropping your right ear to right shoulder. Little front, little back. Lifting your face up, one left ear, left shoulder. Little front, little back. Open and close the palms. A good stretch there. Everything lines up, hips, shoulders. Your head is above your heart. One big sweep to the sky. Bring out the sun, palms come together to heart center, and namaste. Have a peaceful day. If you need any more twists, you can seated twist here, always feels good. Coming center. Starts at the tailbone area, all the way up the spine. Slowly, slowly, slowly bring it out. And center. Until next time. Love ya. Have a great day.